Hello and welcome to episode 152 of The Pilgrimage on FM23. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I've got two games for you. We're at home to St Gallen in the Champions League and then away to West Ham in the Premier League. So let's get straight into it, and the team for the St Gallen game is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team for that match against St Gallen, and it is Falcao in goal, back four of Wagstaff, Martos, Jackson and Marais, Boyle at the base of midfield, Lopez and Alonso ahead of him, Barre on the left, Francesco on the right, Lapcevic up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well, once again my assistant is emphasising the credit given by the media. I am going to disagree. I'm going to point the finger and I'm going to say we're favourites here and I want us to play like it. So let's go into the tunnel. Oscar Lopez starts again and will no doubt be looking to continue his fine vein of form. How pleased have I been with his performances. Playing well, deserves to be praised. Dejan Lapcevic is on a fairly lengthy run without scoring a goal. Can he break his hoodoo here today? Yeah, I think he can. You've rung the changes with 7 in total. Why is that? We've been forced into it. Okay, let's crack on then and play this one, and let's see if we can continue our perfect start in the Champions League, and well, that'll go a long way to securing our progress from the group stage. Lapcevic to Wagstaff, Lopez's shot. Oscar Lopez, after 3 minutes, makes it Newcastle 1, St Gallen 0. So we are on track to make it 4 wins out of 4. Marais with the throw in to Boyle, into Francesco, and Lapcevic doubles our lead. 6 minutes gone, we're already 2-0 to the good, and surely now it's just a matter of how many goals we can score in this one. Boyle's free kick into Martos, finds Barre, back to Boyle, finds Lopez, chipped forward, headed away, and it's ends up with the defence. Fry on the right hand side, Barre dispossesses him, cuts in field and loses the ball himself, and it's Fry again, but he's been dispossessed. Martos takes it up, plays it back to Falcao, Martos to Lopez, diagonal ball forward for Francesco is headed clear, but Marais picks it up and clips it forward, and eventually Francesco picks it up on the right, and Barre fires the ball into the back of the net. It is 3-0. We haven't played 10 minutes yet. This game's over, and we are just behind Inter at the top of the league, 1 goal behind them. So 1 more and we will go to the top of the table if we can find it. Boyle's corner, headed away, Wagstaff though, back to Martos, out to Boyle on the left hand side, back to Wagstaff, Martos to Wagstaff, plays it into Barre, who's been clipped for a penalty, and I'm hoping it'll be Lapcevic to take it. So let's just change it to Lapcevic. If I can do it quickly enough. Confirm that change. And it looks like it is Lapcevic. It is. And he scores. Keeper goes the right way, doesn't get there. Dejan Lapcevic has his 6th of the season, and that's 4-0. We've played 28 minutes, And we are now top of the table, clear of Inter on goals scored. And looking very, very good indeed to qualify. So that is just about the half-time whistle. There we go. 4-0 up. The game is won. We just need to try and add a couple more in the second half to try and cement our goal difference advantage. In terms of substitutions, I don't think I want to make any at half-time. So we'll start the second half. And let's see if we can add any more goals. As it's flicked on by Sangalen, but Martos picks it up. Morais into Lopez, who plays it forward for Lapsevich. He's beaten his man, but shoots wide. Massive chance to make it 5-0. Goes begging. And it's a corner. Boyle with the in-swinger. Flicked on. And in the end goes high and wide. Wagstaff this time to Lopez. Back to Wagstaff. Finds Martos. Jackson to Lopez. Jackson to Martos. Lopez. Martos to Jackson again. To Martos. Into Barre. Martos over the top for Barre. And his shot is pushed behind by the Sangalen keeper. So we'll get a corner. And it will be Boyle with the right-footed in-swinger to the near post, headed away. Wagstaff surely has been clattered there. And not a booking for some reason. The free kick goes just wide. And the question now is when and where are we going to make the substitutions? We've got another free kick on the hour. Francesco left-footed, looking to go around the wall, and he finds the top corner. And it is Newcastle United 5, Sangalen 0. So thoroughly convincing victory as Francesco picks it up again and plays it back to Boyle, across to Jackson, finds Martos into Lopez, diagonal ball out for Wagstaff on the left, gets to the byline, cuts it across for Alonso, finds Barre, who puts it in the back of the net. And that is Newcastle United 6, Sangalen 0. This is turning into an absolute rout. And I think we're going to make all our subs in a moment, as we very nearly made it 7. So I'll leave it another few minutes and see if we can make anything out of this corner. Headed away though. Wagstaff to Barre on the right hand side. Barre gets to the byline, plays it in, it's cleared, but we've put it back again. Boyle to Lopez to Boyle, back to Jackson, Martos, and the highlight does come to an end. I think with 15 minutes to go we will make some substitutions. So we will change Alonso. In fact, we'll change Lopez first for Quiroga. We'll change Barre for Bidner. And then swap him with Francesco. We'll then swap Francesco out. And we will put Wagstaff to left wing. Francesco then can be replaced by Alcaraz. In fact, yeah, Alcaraz. And we'll replace the defensive midfielder Boyle with Zubrik, and finally Dejan Lapcevic with Michael Šefčík. So let's confirm all of those changes and get the match back underway. We've got 12 minutes plus a little bit of added time as well. And we are going to be facing 2 minutes of added time. And there we go. That is the full-time whistle. Newcastle United 6, St Gallen 0. I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode and a trip to London to face West Ham. And it is, the team for this one is Falcao in goal. Back four is Wagstaff, Kermza, Jackson and Regis. Boyle at the base of midfield with Lopez and Alonso ahead of him. Barre on the left, Francesco on the right and Lapcevic up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant is asking the lads to pick up where they left off last time out. Entirely reasonable suggestion, I think. So we will outstretch the arms and go with that. And let's get into the tunnel. How will today's weather conditions affect the match? Weather's the same for both teams. Always helps to be as prolific as you've been recently. Result of hard work, absolutely. How will you look to build on an impressive performance last time out against St Gallen? It's important to play well in every game as it gives us a better chance of winning. Okay, let's get out there and try and do exactly that. And fingers crossed we don't lose away from home again. Although West Ham have immediately pinched the ball off us, but we win it straight back. Barre into the area. Lapcevic can't get the shot away, and West Ham momentarily get it clear, but we have another chance to get it back in. We don't take it yet, but we're still in possession. Alonso to Regis, forward for Francesco, into Lapcevic, and he slots it home. And is that going to be 1-0 or is it offside? VAR is checking it. The goal's disallowed, it remains 0-0. So let's demand more and let's see if we can manage to grab a legitimate first goal. As that's headed away, Wagstaff prevents the corner, clears it long for Francesco into Lapcevic. He's going to need help, finds it in the shape of Alonso, who finds Boyle. Regis to Jackson, Kermza to Wagstaff. He beats his man and then gets the ball back and then shoots wide. So good break, but no end product on it. And we need to find something before half time. Francesco's ball in and the header is wide. So where are we letting ourselves down? Difficult to say really, but Jackson's got a free kick. So another chance to build something. Regis into Francesco. Regis to Jackson. Boyle to Lopez. Francesco's ball over the top for Lapcevic. He's put it in the back of the net. And this time it counts. It is West Ham United 0. Newcastle United 1 with 21 minutes gone, and that's enough to lift us into third above our hosts for today. But they now have a free kick on their left hand side, headed away though, and the shot goes just wide. So demand more. And let's see if we can get a second goal to put some daylight between us. Francesco's left wing free kick headed away. Waddle brings it clear for West Ham. Alonso though wins it. And Lapcevic scores an absolute beauty into the top corner from 25 yards. It is West Ham United 0, Newcastle United 2. And all of a sudden, it's looking a lot more comfortable. And we just need to try and hold on now and secure the win. Right, into the dressing room. Doing well. And I'm not going to make any subs at this point. We'll wait until about 65 minutes to do our first round of substitutions. And hopefully that will be absolutely fine. In fact, we may not even go that early. No, I think we will. So we'll do them now. And let's go Lopez off and Zerbrug on. Let's go Francesco for Bidner, and Barre off, and Michael Shevchik on, and we'll shift Shevchik up front once this highlight comes to a natural conclusion, which it does pretty much straight away. So we'll move Shevchik up front, confirm that change, and then our final two changes we'll hold on to for as long as we can. Alonso needs to come off. If we can get him off, we can for Quiroga. And the other one now is going to be Lapsevich. And it's going to have to be somebody playing out of position. We'll go Alcaraz. And I'll probably move Wagstaff after this highlight. As West Ham come down their left-hand side. It's ended up in the back of the net off Cornelius Burma. And it is now West Ham 1 and Newcastle 2. So let's swap Kiemsa for Alcaraz. In fact, no, not Kiemsa. Wagstaff for Alcaraz. And confirm that. And we've got less than 5 minutes of the 90 remaining. I'm going to hit them with a demand more at this point. As West Ham come again. Regis makes the tackle, but we don't win the ball back yet. Ball over the top, and West Ham have themselves a late equaliser. Waddle. There is an appeal for offside though, so there is still a chance. The goal's disallowed. It remains 2-1. 2 minutes to go. And we're going to go attacking to try and see out these minutes of stoppage time. And there we go. There is the full-time whistle. West Ham United 1, Newcastle United 2. I'll be back in a moment to show you the league table and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, time now to take a look at the league table, and with 13 matches gone, we're in third place with 9 wins, 1 draw, 3 defeats, 28 points, same as the league leaders Chelsea, although they have played a game fewer than we have. So let's take a look at when we're going to come back for the next episode. And I think what we'll probably do is come back for the back-to-back matches in December against Manchester United and Chelsea. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.